Good morning and happy Tuesday 10 at 10. I am your host, Richard Charpentier, and I wanted to, answer all of your questions today. Today, we did not get any questions, so I'll take that as an opportunity to talk about different. Good morning and happy Tuesday 10 at 10. I am your host, Richard Charpentier, and I wanted to, answer all of your questions today. Today, we did not get any questions, so I'll take that as an opportunity to talk about different. Talk about a new project that I've worked on. It's a rustic French bread mix with 8 grams of protein, 22 grams of whole grain, and 4 grams of dietary fiber. And it's a mix where it's easy to do. The yeast is included, uh, salt is included, everything is included, and it's loaded with great quality ingredients, whole grains, easy to make bread, and also we're promoting because it's made with hemp. Hemp is very grows very fast, and hemp is one of the only plant that you can use everything from the plant, and that's why I've chosen hemp because you can use the fiber, you can use the stems, you can use the leaves, you can use the oil, you can make plastic with it, you can also make material. We're promoting a, a hemp bread bag. And did you know, see, you can put your bread after you make it, you can wash it. Did you know that hemp has natural antimicrobial properties? So, and that's why, I wanted to use hemp not only to show that it can be used for nutrition in this product, and that's why the name is hemp and seeds. So it's a lot of hemp and seeds. It has uh, whole wheat flour, it has whole barley flour, it has apple fiber, it has wheat germ. It also contains sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds, plus a combination of protein, which is wheat protein, milk protein, and hemp protein to build the nutrition and energy. That's why you see the eight grams. But now, I also wanted to bring a point because we do have time today. When bakers work on shelf life, because we get a lot of questions every Tuesday, what should I do for shelf life? What should I do this and how can I, preserve my product? How can I can make my product last longer? One thing, because it's a recurring question, and when you see BAKERpedia with Dr. Lynn Carson, often has similar questions. There's tons of great information. So what I always recommend to people trying to create new products is take the time take the time to understand what are the pieces, because everybody's trying to move very fast. Everybody's trying to throw things halfway through, and I understand that we do not always have the time to do it properly or to validate it. And that's why baking is really a good combination of the art of baking and the science of baking. So the art of baking, there's a lot of great bakers who can do fantastic things within their bakeries. But when it comes, once you put into a package and you send it out, what happens to your product? And that's why we always talk about, being able to measure water activity, what's your pH, what's the moisture vapor transfer rate translated to also MVTR? where you will understand how much oxygen gets out. And now, as you can see, some packaging like MAP packaging, modified atmospheric packaging, where you can control the oxygen within your packaging, and you can preserve the shelf life of your products. Today, with current technology, I would, I'm not, getting a cake to last 6 months is doable. Getting a bread that lasts 6 months, it's doable. It's all how much time and money do you want to put into it to build it. And there's no secret, good quality products and good shelf life starts within your bakery. What kind of GMP and sanitation programs do you have for your bakery? What kind of quality control QA group you have, and how often do you monitor? And all of those small details will play a long-term role for your bakery, where you will see an advantage after a long term, where your product will be consistent. But within today, if you see what in terms of innovation, and that's what at Baking Innovation I do, we always look at the changes, and what are we seeing in today's consumers? What does how does COVID change that? And I'll say today, with the increased consumers' health consciousness due to COVID, it has really driven a demand for more whole wheat, multi-grain, specialty breads, bread products or cake products. People want to see better for you. Uh, People want to see artisan breads, sort of the sourdough. There's an explosion, and people are talking sourdough. People are baking sourdough during COVID. We're talking about better for you. What is better for you? Does it mean low sugar, keto, vegan items, quality products, demand for higher quality wheats? That's what I'm seeing in terms of trends. And but it's just an interesting thing that I've noticed recently too. Was reading an article where it was saying that consistency is becoming a factor in how consumers are making the decision. It's no longer just a brand. People want to make sure they get a consistent product, or the experience how we interact with the food is. But quality and consistency are two major pillars to once you create a product. What do you want to be? Do you want to be a low cost? Do you want to be a high quality? Do you want to be how fast you turn your product around? And once you establish innovation around baking, it's important to determine and to put all of the things that I've been listing in terms of your shelf life and other things. But also, if you ever interested to get a one-on-one consulting session via Zoom, it's easy to do. You can go to the BAKERpedia page. On the bakery resources, there's a list of all consultant. There's several consultant, but 1 hour is $250. And sometimes you'll waste more money, not one with your time, with testing and validating, than asking an expert in the field and just say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. What do I need to do next? And where I will go over with you with your question, and we can put some recommendation, a plan of action. And that means you can have a strong R&D support, not every day, but it's accessible. And sometimes when you do it by yourself, and sometimes when you're throwing more ingredient, if you don't know, it's better to ask. And so feel free. So that was a different Tuesday 10 at 10. We gathered, we talked about hemp and seeds, and it's going to be available soon on Amazon. So hopefully you get to try it and experiment with it. Makes a wonderful, killing, great banana bread as well, so that my kids love. So I wish you the best today for another great Tuesday 10 at 10, and I will see you next week. And thank you for listening.